First thing I crave the second I walk off stage is electrolyte water. One time I was on set and I was sick and I'm like, I need electrolyte water. And I had 16 electrolyte water packets and I found out that that's actually so bad for you. And I was severely dehydrated actually from the electrolyte packet, so I had to tone it down. Hey Vogue, I'm Olivia Rodrigo, and today I'm gonna be making some lumpia and a paloma. Very excited. Honestly, my go-to drink is a vodka cranberry, but I thought that that was a little bit too tacky for Vogue, so paloma is like slightly elevated, which is why I love it. I'm gonna start with a shot of tequila. Do you guys know that meme of like, someone's making a cocktail and it's like, 3 shots of tequila and she pours like half of the bottle? That's how I feel every time I pour something. 2 shots of grapefruit juice. Tour bedtime is so all over the place. Tour sleeping is all over the place. I think my record for a full night's sleep on tour is like 14 hours. You're just so exhausted all the time that no amount of sleep is enough. And I'm a great sleeper. That's one of my talents, is I can sleep anywhere. I always say it's because I have a clear conscience, but I don't know. 1 shot of agave to make it sweet. I like my drinks kind of sweet. And I'm gonna take one of these calamansis. These are Filipino fruits. They're these delicious little sour kind of orange things. They're really delicious. I'm gonna add it into my paloma for a little extra pizzazz. A night out, probably going to like a fun Italian restaurant and like getting glasses of wine and telling secrets, but we've been staying in a lot lately, and my friends and I will play this stupid card game called Nerds for legitimately 4 hours instead of going out, and it's so lame, but we're so addicted. I recommend that everyone try it because it's really fun. Okay, so I'm going to put this on now. Someone said that you should do 13 of them. I don't know, that's just random, but that's what I did. Woo! And then I'm going to salt my rim. Oops. My favorite story about drinking palomas. My best friend and I think we were like 19, and we went to a bar, and obviously we weren't old enough to like be served alcohol at a bar, but we were like, maybe if we go in there super confidently, they'll serve us a drink. We're like, okay, let's go. It's like, we hyped ourselves up, and we're like, the only drink that we knew is this like grapefruit tequila thing. And we're like, great, we're gonna do it. And they came up to us and they weren't gonna card us. We were feeling so confident. My friend goes, yeah, we'll take 2 palomas. And the person's like, palomas? ID, please. And then we didn't get served alcohol. But now I know that it's called the Paloma and it's really good, and I'm 22, so I can drink it legally, which just makes it taste even better. Really good. The salt on the rim just ties it all together too. It's like 1 p.m. while we're filming this, but it's so good. I might have the whole thing. I don't have anything else to do today. All right, first step to the lumpias is I'm going to chop up some of these carrots. I was originally going to mince these by hand, and I was so worried that I was gonna be Kendall Jenner cucumber memified, so we're doing it in the food processor. So I'm going to add these carrots into my chicken bowl. Take that out. Lumpia to someone who's never had lumpia before. They're really delicious and savory and like kind of greasy in the best way. I don't know, it's just like feel-good food. My grandma used to make them for Thanksgiving every year, and so that was probably my first introduction to lumpia. I'm making the like roll ones, and she would always make the triangle ones, but the triangle ones are just like purely saved for Thanksgiving for me. So now I am going to cut an onion in half. I'm really bad at chopping vegetables. I'm an okay baker, but cooking is really hard for me because I have terrible cutting skills. I'm working on it. And I like don't have that ability to like, you know when people taste soup and they're like, oh, it needs a little bit more rosemary or something. Like, I'm lost. I'm just so lost. If it's not in the recipe, I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna take this half onion and put it in here. Oh, I'm crying already with these onions. I'm not actually crying because I'm so moved by thinking about my new album. You know, one word is hard. I feel like the album is very varied. It's very varied. I really wanted to figure out a way to kind of write about joy in this album. I feel like my last 2 albums are very rightfully so, kind of angsty and heartbroken. And just as a creative endeavor, and also because I was experiencing a lot of joy in my life, I wanted to figure out how to like inject that into the songs that I was making. So yeah, I'm really proud of it, and I hope everyone likes it. I'm crying. I feel like I create the best when I'm alone. There's like a weird feeling, like everyone feels it, like when you're like writing something or making art or whatever you do that's creative, there's like a weird flow state that you get in when you're really creative or you're having a good idea. I call it like a big magic idea, where it sort of just feels like you're downloading something from the universe. And that only ever really happens to me when I'm totally alone. I think being alone is a really important part of the creative process. And I love being alone. I'm a Pisces and very emotional, so it works for me. 2 cloves of garlic. I love garlic. I overdo it on everything. I overdo it on garlic. I overdo it on salt. I overdo it on sugar every time I'm baking. I have like crazy superstitions before I go on stage, and I think if I told people, they would actually think I'm insane. So I'll keep them to myself. But the one that I do that's like relatively normal is before I go out, I like always take a second, I stand outside the door and I like this and take a deep breath and I go like that, and then I go out, get all of the jitters out. The morning after a show, my body's pretty sore. I always have to take ice baths because my muscles and my legs get like so sore and tight, and they like give me a lot of problems. So usually the day after a show, I'm like a little bit hurting, but also probably fulfilled from the night before of music and fun. I feel like Rachel Ray, you guys. This is great. I feel like I always think of song ideas when I'm doing something kind of boring, like doing the dishes or something, or even if I'm like seeing a movie that's like bad, I'm like bored in the movie, and then I go into my mind palettes and I'm like, oh, I should write about that. Boredom is like the best thing ever if you're trying to make something. Okay, cilantro in. I love cilantro. Okay, so now all of our ingredients are in this bowl. I'm going to crack an egg into it as the final step before mixing. I'm gonna do a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. A tablespoon of the sesame oil. I love sesame. I'm gonna take a sip of my Paloma before I put the gloves on because it's getting serious. Okay, an emotion that I'm most interested in writing about. I think in this album, I really wanted to write about love, which is the most broad topic ever. I think in music, my favorite love songs are love songs that are a little bit sad or have a little bit of like wistfulness or mourning or fear or something. And so I kind of set out making this album like trying to write a sad love song. And I hope that I did it, at least in a few. Yeah, but anyway, let's fix this. This is 1.5 pounds of chicken, I believe. You can make lumpia with like pork and beef, but I really like chicken. I'm a chicken girl. That looks pretty darn good. Okay, now the fun part. We're gonna roll it, but I'm gonna make this egg wash first. So I just want the yolk in there. All right, there's my wash. I'm gonna start wrapping my lumpia now. I'm gonna take one of these wrappers. I'm gonna cut off the top here. Okay, so I'm gonna take just a little bit here. Spread it out with my hands. I just try to shave them as uniformly as I possibly can, but it doesn't always work out that way, but it's okay because it's made with love. What do I need to give me energy on tour? A lot of healthy food. You need to nourish your body like crazy. I started taking vitamins on tour, which I never did before, but oh my God, it changed the game. Every letter, every number, whatever the hell is on the shelf, that's what I'm taking. I'm so nutrient dense over here. Okay, so I'm just like folding it in here. And then I get to the end, put the glue on the end. Feels like painting. I write a lot. I'm a big like quantity over quality person when it comes to writing. I just like love the act of writing. And I think the more that you show up and show the universe that you're ready to work, the better ideas you'll receive. I write so many songs that don't work, like countless, probably like 10,000 in my life. Like I write so many songs that don't work, but it's okay. And every time that you write a song that doesn't work, you take a little bit of that song, like one line or one melody, and you put it into a song that does work. So even when I write a bad song, I'm like, you know what? It's the journey. Tour is like the perfect litmus test for whether or not a song is good. It's like either they jump when they hear the song or they don't. And so it's definitely inspiring. You always want to write a song that you feel like would play well live and could affect that many people and bring that many people together. I feel like that's just a great test of if a song is really worth its salt. All right, last step, I'm gonna fry these bad boys. I'm always so scared of oil. Whenever I make bacon, I feel like I'm always hiding behind a wall. Okay. Now we wait. Gonna wait till they like float to the top. Usually when they float to the top, that means they're good. I'm more fun before midnight or after midnight. God, I like to say I'm just fun all the time. My toxic trait on the night out is if I ever get even slightly tipsy, I'm just like, you guys, I'm so happy we're all here right now. I love you all so much. What would I do without you? Friendship is the best thing ever. That's my drunk trait. My TikTok right now is Disney cruises. Don't plan on going on one. I did go on one when I was younger, but I'm like fascinated by the culture. Disney cruise, especially the adult Disney cruise. Okay. Put them in for 5 more seconds, and I think I'll be done. They're floating, they look golden and delicious. Yay! I hope they're good. And with that, we have this gorgeous chicken lumpia. I'm very excited. I've been working up an appetite doing this, so let's see how they are. Hot. They're hot. Mmm. So good. So good. And honestly, it goes really good with Paloma. I was worried about it, but they're a perfect match. Love it. That was so much fun. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this gorgeous lumpia and a Paloma. And hope you guys have a great day and you should try it at home. Bye!